everyone, it's NonnaGrace and I'm from Western New York. Today I didn't get any eggs, 0 eggs. It's very cold outside. The wind was blowing like crazy because I could hear the wind chimes outside blowing around. And the sun was shining, but it was very, 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 very cold. It was like in the upper 20s for most of the day. And they said it was supposed to be like minus.
Well, the wind chill maybe.
Single digit minus. Yep. It was cold. I went out to the chickens and it was terrible cold. Well, today when Jim brought in the mail, he brought me a card. I got a Christmas card from Bren. And it shows her picture, which is wonderful. I'm going to show you what Bren looks like. Her channel name is Yarny Things by Bren. She was kind enough to put it on the back. I recognized her though from her videos. She does crochet. Thank you very much. Her husband's name must be Roger because that's what it says here, Roger and Bren. I didn't know what his name was, but it says Roger. Today I was busy with the freezer. I defrosted it today because it was so cold outside, and I boxed everything up and carried it out into the porch. The one I dragged, the cooler I dragged because it was so heavy, there was no way I was going to pick that up. So let's just go to the video and you can see the stuff that I did. Today I need to do my freezer. It's gotten really, really bad. And I told Jim that I will do it when there's snow on the ground, and I guess I'm going to do it today. Look at that. It's really a mess, and it needs to be defrosted. There's a lot of ice there. And there's the company chips. They're in the freezer so that they stay fresh. I don't know if you know that, but I keep chips in the freezer. The freezer is now empty. There's nothing in it. But my goodness, look at the deepness of the ice that's in here. And it was done last year, but apparently we're not doing very good in keeping it defrosted. I believe I did it last year. Maybe I didn't. The container's still in here. We'll take this out. But here it is. Now I have to wait for it to thaw. I'll put a heater in front of it and a fan, and it will thaw faster. I'll show you the stuff I took out. Here's everything I took out. There's the meat, and that's cheese, and a lot of cheese, I don't know, and butter. All those are vegetables. This is miscellaneous. And more miscellaneous, and there was meat there. But I think there's vegetables in there. There was a lot of vegetables that I had canned or froze. Not canned. I should have canned them. Then they'd be less in the freezer. I now have the fan and the heater on, and they're blowing into the refrigerator or the freezer so it can defrost it. I'll show you after it's done. It's not done, but I'm going to show you a little bit of what's happening. I did put a towel in the bottom to collect some of the water, but the hose is still putting some on the floor. I'm going to have to put the hose in something. The tray I took out of the freezer, I put on the floor, and it's dripping the water in there now. It's filling it up. I'll dump it when it's full. It's fully defrosted now, and I'm just waiting for it to dry up. I've wiped the bottom, but it still needs to dry really good because it will frost over too much if it's too wet. And I put the things back in. So I'm letting it dry. I still got the fan and the heater going. They're right here. And the door is back in order. I put the things that I never use down here, which is the suet. That belongs for the chickens, though. I will give that to them. And the bread, I never use that. It should be just given to the chickens. And down below is flour and coconut that I never use, coconut. Jim puts butter in his coffee. That's why we have a lot of butter. And I use butter when I make things. Well, the freezer is done, and the only junk food in it is in the left-hand corner. There's a lot of turkey stock from our turkey juice that I've boiled the bones, and there's some hamburger in the front. And there's everything that was in the freezer. It's too full. I had to put a couple of the things on the shelf because I froze too many vegetables this year, and there's no room for that. The door is back in order. Can you imagine having to drag everything out of the freezer? And then I said to Jim, I said, I didn't realize I still had some eggplant in there, but I do have eggplant, which I'll be using in my sauce for Christmas. For Christmas, we have what I call pasta succo. What it is it's macaroni and sauce. And a lot of people would call it spaghetti, but it's not with spaghetti, it's with ziti pasta and sauce. It is so good. And then I found some meatballs that I had from last Easter. And so I took them out and I ate some of them. They're very good. They were cooked with sauce. But I do the sauce with pig's feet. I don't know if you know about pig's feet and sausage. Last year I didn't do any sausage. I did the meatballs when I did the pasta. Because we have that at Easter and at Christmas. And it's so I don't have to do much work. Yeah, I put it in the roaster and it does all the work for me. And then when it's time to eat, everybody just eats. And when they come, they can gather, they can get more. I don't have a lot to prepare.
We make a lot of pasta and it just sits there and
the sauce is hot, so when they come, they just dish themselves up if they want.
Yep.
Well, I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in my next video, so take care. Bye-bye.